everyone. This is Kristen Birtwistle, live at Band Together. I'm with the United Way of San Joaquin County, where we're bringing the caring power of community together once again. This is our third installment of 3 fantastic venues that we're really working to highlight the amazing performing artists that we have here in San Joaquin County. More importantly, happy Father's Day, and welcome to Lodi. Tonight, we are going to bring to you, again, 4 phenomenal performers, again, all hailing from around San Joaquin County. And that includes the amazing Brandon Leake, who soon will be on America's Got Talent, spoken word poetry. We're very excited about that. And who happens just to be, this is his first Father's Day as a new father. And he will be followed by, again, 3 other phenomenal artists by the name of Horatio, Geo, and Chocolate, all bringing to you a combination of American folk, blues, and all sorts of phenomenal music for the next hour. We're excited because this, again, is a great partnership with the amazing gentlemen from G-Force Productions. And I'm also very privileged to now introduce the amazing women, innovative business leaders, again, from Goodstock Productions, Amy and Ann. Welcome, ladies.
Hi, we're excited to be here.
Thanks, Kristen. Hi, everyone. I'm Amy Seifert with Goodstock Productions.
And I'm Ann Crutchfield, the other half of Goodstock.
We are so excited to be here to showcase such amazing talent in our community, especially on a day like today, Father's Day. Hi, Dad.
So let's get this night started. We're going to start out with Brandon Leake, spoken word poetry. We're so excited, and we feel everyone will be talking about this tomorrow.
Let the show begin.
Hi, everybody. Sorry about the mask. I'm socially distant. We'll be all good. My name is Brandon Leake. And how about this? Let me take you on a walk through my shoes. Essentially, the steps to what being Brandon Leake are. Step 1, you first got to be named Brandon Leake. 2, be born on May 4th, 1992 with an extremely large head. Sorry about that, Mom. 3, be born to a mother who got a heart of gold, and just pray that she has the Midas touch. 4, be born and raised in Southside Stockton in a cave full of hard rocks that when pressed become gems. 5, be born with brown skin. The successive amounts of melanin will surely dictate much of your future. Be sure to remember these steps. 6, be born with all of your limbs and then remove one. My fault, no. Remove your father. No surprises here. Refer back to step 5. 7, have abandonment issues. These will surely their ugly heads later. 8, cling to your mother. She is the only form of consistency that you have ever known. Be sure to push all other men in her life away so she does not leave you just like he did. Refer back to step 6. 9, go to middle school and get yourself a little girlfriend, Brandon. 10, go to high school. That last girl didn't quite work out, so let's try a different girlfriend this time. Go ahead, Brandon. Hand out your heart to girls in a desperate attempt to avoid this painful agony that we call loneliness. Refer back to step 7. 11, repeat step 10 continuously. 12, pray for brighter days because they cast large shadows for your fears to hide in. 13, wear masks that make you far more tolerable to the world. 14, don't forget to have a real complicated relationship with your stepfather. Argue with him repeatedly until these fists become your only form of expression. 15, buck up, little boy. Real men ain't got depression. 16, dream of doing what no one in your family has ever done before, and then go do it. 17, go off to college in Redding, California, of all places, and try to reinvent yourself to be the cool guy you always dreamed of being when you was in high school. Way before I had all these bills. 18, understand that there is no escaping reality. You are who you always have been, no matter the location. 19, face loneliness. Wait, no, Brandon. You're not quite ready for that one. Let's rewind that back. 19, face loneliness. But you're strong enough for that. All right, I guess the easier way to explain this to y'all would be like this. See, when I was 4 years old, my 8.5-month-old sister, Danielle Marie Gibson, she died in the car next to me due to heart failure. So death isn't something I really adopted, but more so grew myself into, and I can't help but think that my roots still lie 6 feet deep alongside her. And then my grandfather, the only father I've ever known, my 3 weeks before my high school graduation, died of lung and liver cancer, rushing to a hospital next to his wife of 50 years in a graduation ceremony. With only one seat left empty, never left me feeling so numb inside in my freshman year of college. My best friend, Bernard Daniels, drowned in Bambusker Levee 2 blocks behind my old neighborhood, running away from a rival gang, and I was 200 miles too far north to embrace his body before it ever turned cold, before he ever stopped breathing, before he ever never returned home again. 20, I wake up most mornings just to look myself in the mirror, and I see a reflection of a stranger, this guy who I know resides inside, but I'm too afraid, too scared, and far too fearful to finally unzip myself from my own skin to allow this world to see me uncovered. Nothing but dry bone, raw meat, and a barren soul, just for this world to respond back saying, hey, yo, Brandon, man, we really appreciate your transparency and everything, but to us, don't stress, dog, you'll just never be good enough. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. There's no more steps, at least yet. But there's tons of questions like, who's Brandon Leake anyways? I guess in my next poem, I'll give you the next take.
Hey, how's it going, everyone? My name is Horatio Monroe, and I'd like to thank you all for joining me here. Shout out to Goodstock Productions, G-Force Productions, and United Way of San Joaquin for putting on this event. And shout out to Sayla Music Academy for hosting. I got 2 songs for you guys. This first song is called Times Are Changing. It was written by Bob Dylan. Hope you guys like it. Check it out. Come gather round, people, wherever you roam, and admit that the waters around you have grown, and accepted that soon you'll be drenched to the bone. If your time to you is worth saving, then you better start swimming or you'll sink like a stone, for the times they are changing. Come senators and congressmen, please heed the call. Don't stand in your doorways, don't lock up the halls, for he who gets hurt will be he who has stalled. There's a battle outside and it's raging. They will soon shake your windows and rattle your walls, but the times they are changing. Come mothers and fathers throughout the land, now don't criticize what you can't understand. Your sons and your daughters are beyond your command. Your old road is rapidly fading. Please get out a new one if you can lend your hand, for the times they are changing. Come writers and critics who prophesy with your pen, and keep your eyes wide, the chance won't come again. And don't speak too soon, for the wheel's still in spin. Your old road is rapidly fading. Please get out a new one if you can lend your hand, for the times they are changing. Come gather round, people, wherever you roam, and admit that the waters around you have grown, and accept it that soon you'll be drenched to the bone. Your time to you is worth saving, then you better start swimming or you'll sink like a stone, for the times they are changing. All right, I got one more song for you guys. This next song is an original. It's called One and the Same. We are again, up on the stage again. Come with us, we'll tell you a story about peace, love, and harmony. Little Lacey, at the age of 3, saw her sisters dancing and said that could be me. Her mother said, my girl, won't you follow your heart? And signed her up for ballet class, that's how Lacey got her start. 3 of us, we're one and the same, and we all got big hearts, and we all got big dreams. The 3 of us, we're California kids, riding this way, giving all we can give. Maria started dancing at the age of 5, and when she turned 7, she really felt inspired. She says, I wanna dance across the stage. I wanna dance for all of my days. The 3 of us, we're one and the same, and we all got big hearts, and we all got big dreams. The 3 of us, we're California kids, riding this wave, giving all we can give. Me, I got my start when I was in my teens. Picked up this guitar and I started to sing. And I want to show the world some love. And I give all my thanks to the Lord up above. Yeah, we're one and the same. 3 of us, we're one and the same. And we all got big hearts, and we all got big dreams. The 3 of us, we're California kids, riding this wave, giving all we can give. Two girls, and they're one and the same. 2 girls, 2 girls, and they're one and the same. 2 girls.
Hi again, and welcome back to Band Together. Horatio was amazing. I just want now to welcome you back and on this blustery day here in Lodi, and introduce to you to Sayla Music Academy's Tiffany, who wants to tell you a little bit about this amazing venue.
Hi there, everybody. Right now we're in the heart of downtown Lodi at our campus. We have 2 beautiful buildings that you'll see later in this concert. You've already seen our outdoor area. This is a beautiful area for a venue, but what I really want to talk about is my role here. I'm the student teacher coordinator, and what that is I enroll new students. So for our audience, if you know anybody who is interested or already has some knowledge in music, I definitely say right now is the perfect time, especially with all the things that are going on. Especially for young kids, it's a great time for them to start get into something they can really connect to, and I'm sure musicians right now can definitely, all the musicians we have right now could say the same thing. I could say. Yeah, exactly. So we have music for young kids age 0, and I would say all the way up to 100 years old. If you're interested, we have piano, voice, guitar, ukulele. I myself am a drum teacher. We also have banjo, so there's something for everybody. If you're interested, you can take a look at our website, saylamusicacademy.com, or give me a text at 209-981-4303.
And Tiffany, thank you for, again, procuring, if you will, and training the next generation of live performers here in San Joaquin County. And now it's my pleasure, again, thank you for allowing us into your home, to turn this over to, again, the indomitable Brandon Leake. Thank you.
So we dealing with some pretty warm summer evenings here in Stockton, California. I don't know where y'all are at, but I remember we had heat just like this a few summers back, and I was walking to the gas station. And then I saw a man standing on the corner. Immediately, I reached into my pocket. Not so I could grab money or anything like that, but so I could get my phone, you know, so I could fake text or pretend like I was listening to music so I wouldn't just so rudely dismiss his existence. And then suddenly a very particular smell invaded my nostrils. The smell reminded me of dirty diapers, spoiled food, rotten milk, garbage, essentially everything our culture deems worthy of throwing away, just like the man on the corner. And something inside of me said, hey, yo, Brandon, man, put your pride aside and go talk to that man. So I did. I asked him, hey, yo, man, you want some Slurpee and some chips? And we sat on that street corner and talked for what seemed like hours. I asked if he could tell me a little bit of his life story. All he could do was say, glory, hallelujah, of course I can. He began telling me the story of a man who had everything. You see, the people of this world, they bowed down at his feet as if at the altar of a god, and he allowed their praises to raise him. He allowed their words to elevate his flesh to nothing less than the stature of God reincarnated in human flesh. Where I'm from, that's the Pharaoh complex, I'm pretty sure. But you see, the issue with towering above all has never been that climb up, but it's been that inevitable fall. That cataclysmic crash landing back down to humility in which most don't survive. And I imagine him losing everything. I mean, all the cars, the girls, the money, the fame just gone. And he told me, man, that wasn't it. He said, Brandon, I woke up one morning and I saw all these worldly possessions and I realized that it was worthless. It was worthless, and this broke me. It broke me. It broke me to look in the mirror and see my reflection splintered broken, so I grabbed everything I could fit into two hands, and I ran. And I ran, and I ran, and I ran until I couldn't run no more. It all seemed so real to him. You could see it in his eyes. It was like he was really living that moment in time again and again and again, and he stopped my train of thought saying, young man, do you know why I smell like this? I smell like this to remind myself that self-sufficiency will no longer keep me clean, because do you know why you wear the clothes that you have on your back? Is it simply to look appealing, or is it hide the fact that you're healing? Is it simply to cover up them scars, or to show the world how clean you think you are? Please don't take offense to what I'm telling you right now today, Brandon, because it was 3 years ago today in which I ran away, and I ran into a building which I've never been to, had a discussion with a man in which I've never spoken with, because a voice like thunder cried out to me and said, Brandon, give back to Caesar what is his, but give yourself to your God. You will no longer rule by this facade. You are made clean. You are made whole. So, yo, Brandon, do you still got filth buried in the basement of your soul? Because if so, I know someone who could help cleanse that. Never in a million years did I think I'd take hygiene tips from a guy like this, but I did. And the funniest part is, as we were on this busy street in Stockton, as all these cars drove by, I wonder which one of us they thought was clean. So I wonder, could you ever judge a book by its cover?
Hey, I'm Mama Coon, also known as Chocolate. I'm in a band called the Down and Dirty Rhythm Review, but today I'm going to be playing a couple of my songs for you. We were both young when we started, and we both grew apart, and we tried to make it all worthwhile. Well, it ain't no one's fault, pointing fingers as we fall. We just have to leave it all behind. So let me go, let me go, let me go and mend my soul. Let me go, I need to go. All these thoughts in my head, I can't keep living to be led. And that's what was said the day I broke his heart. Babe, I've gotta move on. I'm sure I'll write you in a song, but I'm so tired. I'm tired of being the rock. So let me go. Let me go. Let me go and mend my soul. Let me go. Well, I need to go. Although you've gone and moved out, I know I'll see you around, and we'll smile even though it's been so hard. And all these pain that I've made, I've done it again and again. I was so selfish, thinking I could mend your heart. So let me go. Let me go. Let me go and mend my soul. I need to go. We were both young when we started. We both grew apart, and we tried to make it all worthwhile. I got one more song for you guys. I was going to play one, but I think I'm going to choose to play a song that I just wrote for my son the other night. I think it's very fitting to play that today. So, with big eyes wide looking up at me, and a smile so bright I wish the whole world could see. Well, you never know just how perfect you are. So I'll write you this song to remind you from afar. And they'll say, Spencer, oh, come take my hand. You're loved and so smart and such a handsome young man. And they're mine, how it works over time. Oh boy, my boy, can't you see that you shine? With heart full of love, letting it show. Sometimes the hurt is so heavy, feels like tears made of gold. And I hope you know just how special you are. Just in case you forget, I'll sing you this song. And they'll say, Spencer, oh Spencer, oh come take my hand. You're smart and so lovely, such a handsome young man. And they're mine, how it works over time. Oh boy, my boy, can't you see that you shine? At 5 years old, you feel the sun and the moon. And no one but you knows what you've gone through. Well, I hope you know one day just how special you are. And in case you forget, I'll sing you this song. And I say, Spencer, oh Spencer, oh come take my hand. It's you and it's me, and I've got you till the end. And they're mine, you amaze me every time. Oh boy, my boy, I'm so proud that you're mine. Yeah, boy, my boy, can't you see that you shine? One more? All right. Lord, please forgive me. Forgive me for all I've done. They lied and they cheated. So he woke up to the barrel of my gun. Well, Lord, I've prayed, I've asked, and I begged for you to come and save me. Down on my knees, I'm begging you, please, 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 forgive me. Lord, please forgive me. Forgive me for all my sins. Well, I asked you to take him, but I had to take it into my own hands. Well, Lord, I've prayed, I've asked, and I begged for you to come and save me. Down on my knees, I'm begging you, please, 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 forgive me. Well, I'm begging for mercy. Mercy for all this bloodshed. I was wronged and I was mistreated. Well, now I've gone and done it again. I'm begging for mercy. Mercy for all 10. They lied and they all cheated. So I shot down every one of
forgive me.
Okay. Hello again, and again, I want to just give a shout out to Chocolate, who's just an amazing performer. Now is probably the most exciting part of our program, and that's when United Way gets the privilege of making a very large check contribution to one of the most deserving agencies we have here in Lodi, and that's at the Lowell Senior Center. It's been in the area for close to 4 decades, and with me is Tracy Williams, the CEO of, again, Lowell Center, and we, again, are going to introduce Lisa from United Way, part of her staff. And what we would like to do is give her $20,000, again, from our organization to hers to feed and support isolated seniors during this time of COVID-19. So, again, Tracy, thank you very much. I'm just going to turn this mic over to you.
Well, thank you, United Way, for the donation. We definitely can use this. We have about 150 seniors we're serving through a curbside service to keep them safe from having to go out. And so this is going to help run that program, as well as keeping our seniors on Meals on Wheels home and safe, and not having to go out and do anything. So we just want to thank United Way for this great donation, because unfortunately all of our fundraisers have been canceled this year. So this is going to help greatly.
And Tracy, thank you very much. And we're just very honored, and always have been, to work side by side, again, with the good work that you do in the community. And speaking of great work and good work, we're now going to turn it back to Brandon Leake, spoken word poet.
What's up, everybody? So I know I've just kind of been hopping straight into the poetry, but I'd like to take the time to really introduce myself. As stated, my name is Brandon Leake. I am a native Stocktonian, born and raised, still live there, and my wife and now soon-to-be 4-month-old daughter live there with me as well. I am in pursuit of making my artistry my full-time job. So in the midst of these COVID times, I know people are looking to find ways to be able to support efforts for artists, independent contractors, as well as people of color, in particular black people, during this time. And if you would like to support, one big way you can support is I sell merchandising like this t-shirt and hoodies and things like that on my website, www.calledtomovectm.org/store. You can purchase things there, which is a direct support line for me. Or if you would like, I have an album on all streaming services that you can purchase, iTunes, everything like that. And then on Amazon, I have a book that you can purchase there as well. And if you don't have the financial means to support, don't stress. You can find me on all social medias at Brandon Leake, Leake, CTM. Instagram, Twitter. I don't really use Twitter, but you can still follow me there. And Facebook. And you can find and holla at me there, as well as especially on YouTube. And as stated, I'll be on America's Got Talent. I am Stockton's first representative on that show and the first spoken word poet to ever make that show. So I'd like to, before I close out with this last 2 poems, give a major shout out to United Way, to G-Force, and to Goodstock for bringing me out to be able to come do what I do and share my talent and my gifting with the world. So here are my final 2 pieces. We live in very interesting times right now between COVID and this new revolution happening. And so I have poems about kind of both of them. This first one is entitled Fatigue. These days, I wear a worn-out soul like distress fatigues. I'm a soldier. It's my job to fight, or so they say. See, I wasn't born with options to fight, no. The choice to enter this battlefield of equality is a luxury only afforded to my opposition. They live in a world of quote-unquote normalcy. They don't understand the pains of being forced to scrub layers of yourself off to fit in without an ounce of paint thinner. They know nothing of this. They only exist in ignorant bliss that if they so choose, they can completely ignore the gunshots. Hiding behind a wall of privilege, but don't tell them this. The idea of their safety not being commonality will infuriate them, makes them feel like less of an underdog, and you know how much this country loves its bootstraps. As for me, well, around here, we've rounded up rounds of ammunition shells, smelted those into armor because bullets are like rolling stones. Once they've left the barrel, they never return. only finding home in the flesh of strange fruit, and maybe if we camouflage ourselves in its likeness, it won't want to welcome itself here again, but that's only wishful thinking. Wise tales and myths passed on from former generations, but there is wisdom in their stories, the way they understood the very thing that tried to kill them, and passed on the knowledge before the eulogy, hid divine truths in odd places like spirituals. Knowing our oppressor would get lost in the rhythm, be too caught up in the cadence, but we could decipher the code between the beatings. Unfortunately, many of my folk don't listen to the past that much. Prefer to blaze their own trail with the fury of their fire. Unfortunately, there's nothing new under God's sun. They walk trampled paths made by those daring enough to say enough was enough, and I wonder how it felt for them. Those in which felt the uneasiness of virgin sand, sifting between their toes. Did they feel liberation? Did they find what they were seeking? Or did it feel like quicksand? Because these days, it feels like I'm sinking. I wonder if they were sinking. But isn't that what happens when you don't look at the past? Aren't you doomed to repeat it? And my second poem is, my mind is weary, and my heart broken, but my soul rich and my spirit never fading. You see, this flesh I'm in is weak, longs for justice, bastard cousin revenge, longs for my oppressor to feel the pain that they caused me, but my spirit knows that war will not be won that way. Knows I may win a battle or two, swinging my fists like my great-great-grandfather swung noose-tongue from trees, throw my hands like they threw bombs at my great-grandmother in churches of Selma, thrust my knees through chest cavities like bullets through Philando, Trayvon, Terrence. My flesh longs for retribution of their crimes against me. There will be no justice, there will be no peace until there's justice for me, but my spirit knows lasting progress don't reside here. Does not reside within the crimson walls of revenge, but my soul is not silent. It cannot remain quiet. It is not in compliance. It screams and it shouts for the ones who have been taken because we did not lose them. For being lost is an accident. They were taken by choice, and my soul's voice beckons me into action, calls me to disturb their comfortability. So yes, I stand in the midst of y'all freeway entrances because this nation can no longer try to move forward while leaving my people behind. I raise my voice in the streets, on stages, at churches, and in my workplace because an injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. I take knees as the song of this nation rings through stadiums, for I am Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego, refusing to bow down at the altar of a false god America has become. With every bit of conviction in my soul, I vow to represent my Lord and Savior on the front lines of oppression versus justice with loving accountability. Understand, I fight for the things I care about. So America, know this, I care about you. I care about you enough to tell you that you're wrong. I vow to raise my voice as an act of protest for every word I speak is an attack on a society that oppresses black folks so normally. And I vow to make this nation better today than it was yesterday by dragging it towards the ideals that it loves to preach to the rest of the world. And I vow to be the church in action. For peace and God are one and the same, and I dare us to remember Imago Dei and how the only way in which that statement that all lives matter can be true is if black lives matter. So do they matter to you? Thank y'all.
How's it going, everyone? My name is Geovanie Brooks, and I'm going to sing a couple tunes for you this evening. I'd like to give a shout out to Goodstock Productions, United Way of San Joaquin, and of course G-Force Productions. It's hot. Let's play some music. Soldier man walking down the street with his uniform on, haircut tight. Soldier man, do you know what you're fighting for? I don't know about you, but I sure don't feel free. Big man in Washington with his $1,000 suit, $300 shoes, $50 haircut. Big man in Washington don't care about me or you. But I guess that's just things in the red, white, and blue. Babies on the streets, they are dying. Mamas and daddies, they are crying. Soldier man, do you know what you're fighting for? I don't know about you, but I sure don't feel free. Soldier man, do you know what you're fighting for? Soldier man, do you know what you're fighting for? Well, I don't know about you, but I sure don't feel free. Thank you. That song was called Soldier Man, and I've written that a couple years ago, and I guess kind of reflects how I feel about the state of the nation, you know? Now let's play a love song. Hey, hey, lightning's gonna strike. See the sun come down from the horizon. Smell the wonder in the air. Then I remember that sound of thunder, it frightens you. Hear the roar, hear the roar, hear the roar. As the sound of thunder is crashing down, I hide behind my back and I press on your shoulders. I grab your cheek and I kiss your lips, 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 lips. Hey, you know that lightning was gonna strike today. You shut your eyes as lightning strikes over the hill. Yeah, you shut your eyes as lightning strikes over the hill. And the rain falls. Hear the patters of water. And the rain falls. Hear the patters of water. Well, you know that lightning's gonna strike today. Thank you. All right. So I got one more song left. And whatever it may be, I'm just joking. This is Hendrix tune. Sorry about that. Yeah, Joe, say where you going at? Gun in your hand. Yeah, Joe, say where you going at? Gun in your hand. I'm going down to shoot my lady. You know, I kinda mess around with another man. Going down to shoot my lady. You know, I kinda mess around with another man. But hey, Joe, heard you shot your mama down, shot her down the ground. Hey, Joe, heard you shot your lady down, you shot her down the ground. Yes, I did. You know, I kinda messing around town. Yes, I did. You know, I'm kinda messing around. Then I get that thing, and then I did the deed. It's gonna be interesting because it's live. Well, hey, Joe, where are you gonna run to now? Hey, Joe, where are you gonna run to now? Where you gonna go? Well, dig, go way down south. Way down Mexico way. Yeah, I'm going way down south. Way down where I can feel that breeze. And I think that's my time. So, hope you folks at home are digging the tunes. Wasn't expecting to play 4, but I'm going to play 4. Just let me make this guitar sound a little bit better. I know you guys are like, what is that sound? Just different things. Perfect. All right, this next song, it was originally a Robert Johnson tune, and then Eric Clapton covered it, and then John Mayer covered it, and now I'm covering it. This song's called Crossroads. I went down to the crossroads, fell down on my knees. Yeah, I went down to the crossroads, fell down on my knees. Looking Lord above for mercy, I said, Granny, won't you please? I went down to the crossroads, tried to flag myself a ride. Yeah, I went down to the crossroads, tried to flag myself a ride. But it seems like everywhere I go, Lord, everybody's just gonna pass me by. Now you gotta do a little thing. And time will be right. Went down to Rossdale. Yeah, I went down to Rossdale, looking for my rider by my side. But it seems like everywhere I go, everybody's just gonna pass me by. Oh, I went down to the crossroads, fell down on my knees. I went down the crossroads, fell down on my knees. Seems like everywhere I go, Lord, everybody's just gonna pass me by. Yeah, so my name is Geovanie Brooks, and hope you guys enjoyed the tunes. Shout out again to G-Force Productions, Goodstock Productions, and of course, the United Way of San Joaquin. Thank you.
So we're the
Have a good evening.
thing they will see.
Okay.
And then we say, and thanks to our musicians.
Okay. All right. And we just heard Geovanie singing a little of Eric Clapton, my favorite. So I wanted to thank all of you for being to band together tonight. We're going to stay banded together through the rest of the week until next Sunday night when we have another venue that Amy and Ann will announce. But right now we just want to thank all of you on behalf of United Way of San Joaquin County for moving forward, as Brandon told us, in music and in poetry and in peace. And we also want to thank the great gentlemen again at Goodstock Productions for their technological wizardry and bringing this production, again, to Facebook, to YouTube, and anything else that's on social media. So with that, I'd like to turn this over to Amy and Ann. Say a few words.
I just want to also reiterate that and say thank you to Gary and G-Force Productions, because without them, none of this would have been possible.
And I want to thanks to the G-Force team, because without them, none of this would also be possible. Thanks, guys.
Thank y'all.
And we're here too, Goodstock. This is an amazing, interesting time in the world, and we're just so happy to be doing virtual events. So speaking of virtual events, next Sunday we're going to be coming to you for the 4th and final installment of Band Together in Lodi at Highwater Brewing with the
Mondays.
The Good Time Rock.
On Sunday.
Mondays on Sunday, though. And that is June 28th at 6 p.m. So see you there. Okay. And thank you.
And we'd like to thank again.
Talent.
Thank you again, the band. A standing ovation if you're at home for Brandon, for Gio, for Horatio, and Chocolate. Thank you. Take a bow. Take a bow.
Thank y'all so much for having us out here. We sincerely appreciate it as artists during this COVID time. And yeah, y'all know what I mean. We out of here.